Hello, everybody. Welcome to another very nice episode of Spring Fever. Let me move my camera over. As always, it is me, XFL Jim.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the XFL.
And I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend. It is Eric, a.k.a. Uncle Rico.
You want it? I'm going to give it to you right now.
Eric, we have a fucking in-your-face, packed show for the people. Shout out NASCAR. Shout out Sports Facts asking, was that Jim or Jeff Nadeau in the Bonnie Blue video I watched? Always going to be Nadeau. Did you see on Twitter, she went to like a whole spring break area and every dude was partying with her.
I would kind of be a little disgusted, dude.
Did you see the dude that she let her spit in his mouth?
Hashtag stuff I never want to do.
Have Bonnie Blue spit in your mouth, or have anybody spit in your mouth?
Have anyone? I mean, maybe Halle Berry, but
hit me up, Danny Garcia. Big show today. We're talking all the Quinton Dormady drama. Fun fact before we do any of that is ESPN and PFT, Pro Football Talk, in two articles that I read today talking about him in the situation, misspelled his name both times.
Shut up.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. ESPN, who covers
and partially owns,
spelled a player's name wrong, who's throwing out accusations that he was dumped because of the player's.
So the way that I'm pretty sure they did it Dormady, like they put instead of Dormady, it was Dormady. Which honest mistake, but whatever.
Cute.
NASCAR grilling hot dogs right now. A lot of families, dude. Always, this is perfect weather for it. Perfect weather for the hot dogs. But we're talking all that Dormady stuff. We're talking other QB moves in the UFL. We're talking the DC Defenders Community Partnership Program. We're talking the FAST program, FAST for the UFL. And then, of course, we're also talking AF1 Week 0 game. How was it? I enjoyed myself, but we'll get into that later. Making our picks for AF1 Week 1 and the little bit of drama going in with the Indoor Football League. But before we get to any of that, we have to shout out Royal Retros, the sponsor of the show, the one-stop shop for all the best merch in the game. You want to go to Royal Retros. You like the Arena Football 1? Did you like Week 0? Because guess what? Royal Retros is the merch partner with AF1. You want your Albany Firebirds merch. You want your Nashville Cats stuff. Eric, look up the Nashville Cats just logo and tell me how sick it is. Because I think that's the team I'm going to get behind this year for Arena Football 1. I think I'm rolling with the Cats. I think I'm going to be on the Pussy Patrol. And
that's pretty sweet. I like that logo.
It's awesome. It is awesome. But they have it all. And not just that. They got classic CFL America teams. They have XFL from 2001, 2020, 2023. USFL teams from 2022, 23. You can get it all over at Royal Retros. And when you do it, use promo code SPRINGFEVER, all one word, all caps, for 10% off at checkout. Do it now. Do it proud. Royal Retros. Bobby Thomas asking, Eric, update. How's the cleanse going?
I'm over the hurdle. It was a little rough Thursday and Wednesday. But I'm through it. One more day tomorrow. I'm done, dude. Guess how much weight I've lost, dude, doing this, dude.
When did you start it?
Tomorrow will be the 14th day once I get through it.
So 2 weeks. I'm going to say you have lost 17.5 pounds.
Close. 20.1.
Damn.
But I mean, I feel a lot of it's just water.
I mean, fair, but still. I got a buddy who's starting a new diet, I think next week, where he's doing not intermittent fasting, but it's fasting every other day.
That just sounds brutal, dude.
So one time I think the longest he ever went was a week and a half.
Jesus.
But he's doing every other day, which I think he could do.
I don't know. I mean,
the fact that he's done a week and a half, I think I believe him.
I mean, it's just those first 10 days. I mean,
he's it's 100% mental.
I mean, for me, no caffeine, no alcohol, no processed sugar, no dairy, no bread. I mean, I was like a crackhead going through withdrawal on Wednesday and Thursday, dude. The head was hurting. I had the sweats. I was a bitter man. But you know
What
what?
if I did this cleanse? Would I still be able to smoke?
Yeah.
Then I would just be burning through 6 because like with no caffeine, and I'm a soda fiend too. I would just be burning through 6.
Dude, I'll tell you what though, man. I feel a lot better, and I know this is what people care about, but yeah, dude, I think Uncle Rico's gonna stay on this for a little bit, dude. Not trying to stay on it, but like go one cheat meal a day. I think that's gonna be my.
We care about your health. If you're not healthy, you're not here. We can't talk UFL with like the show's everyman, Eric, aka Uncle Rico. So let's start. We have the UFL to start. The big news this week was Quinton Dormady was released from the Memphis Showboats, and he alleges it was because he's part of a players union, and that's all like PFT talked about. That's all like ESPN like main sites we're talking about for the UFL. I wanted to take this and just kind of put it aside and put it as a why is it that these people and these things only report on anything negative from the UFL?
I think it's the way just to stir up controversy and maybe get some people in it. I really think that's got to be it for me, because why else would you say it? It's kind of like the way some of these people, Stephen A. Smith, say stupid shit.
There is something that like any news is good news or whatever. At least people are talking about it, but I still hate it. And also, he wasn't let go because of that.
But he's said some other stuff too. He's like, you know what I mean? There's been other things that he's been let go for because he's been just not reliable. So what was the thing with the Buckley's team?
He was allegedly, I don't know if it was ever confirmed, but he was allegedly sending like play sheets to the opposing teams.
Allegedly.
That was allegedly. I think it's just what they said in camp that he wasn't going to get the job, and they cut him. They cut him to give more reps to their 1 and 2 guy.
Which makes sense.
He was never going to get the job. Quinton Dormady, and as much as I've rooted for the guy, the scoundrel, as we call him here, he's never reclaimed, like, he's a boomer bust guy. You saw it in 2023 where he, like, had one of the best games I have ever seen from any quarterback in any spring football league ever. 6 touchdowns against the Defenders, knocking them off of their undefeated streak. Well, guess what? The next week he turns around, lays a dud, and he's kind of just been that way ever since. He has a very, very low floor and a pretty high ceiling, and that's just who he is. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Like, he's just the up and down. There's no median with him. And when there's smoke, there's fire. Like, look, obviously it was let go for a reason. That obviously wasn't it. Why would they just outline him to be like the culprit? It just doesn't make any sense. He's a fool.
Yeah. Other QB moves, we had Memphis obviously brought in Dresser Wynn in replacement to be the QB3 spot. Wynn, for those of you who don't know, he played at UT Martin. He was with the Rams for a bit on their practice squad. He's kind of hung around for like a couple years, so I think he's a good option for a QB3. And he's probably not going to get a ton of reps just because they really want to sort out between the other 2 guys in Memphis what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Other UFL news. Joint practices are going on. The Renegades and Stallions have, like, there's been some clips going online. I like that they're here. I like that we're seeing more stuff from the league. I like that they're kind of opening things up. It's exciting to watch.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can do that, it's another thing for having the hub in Arlington. You can get some clips of teams competing against each other, put those online, looking to spark some interest and everything. I think that's a great play by them.
I hate the Lakers asking name of the QB from San Antonio last year who made the quote-unquote business decision in the championship game. Eric, do you know who it was?
I know the play, but I have no idea.
You don't know the player. Do you know what college he went to? If I give you the college, will it?
No.
Okay. It was Chase Garbers.
Okay.
Chase Garbers from Cal made the business decision last year. I don't think I've ever turned on a player faster than I did on Chase Garbers, where I was all in. He was one of the most electric and fun players to watch in 2024. and then just seeing the way he played against the against the Stallions, and that specific move where he was just sliding every time so early to not get hurt, disgusted. It made me disgusted. And guess what? He didn't get picked up anywhere. People don't like to see that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will not have it. I will not have it. Now, the DC Defenders, though, I will have. So they did a community partnership program last year. They're expanding it this year. So the DC Defenders community, I said it when we talked about the Showboats deal. We're going to bring up anytime one of these teams do something like this. Defenders Community Ticket Program, it donates tickets to Defenders home games to area nonprofits that serve youth, support education and initiatives, deliver life-changing resources to residents in the community. New for this season, they're offering local school PTAs, youth football teams, and school-based sports teams a fun and easy way to fundraise while enjoying spring football at Audi Field. So each participating organization receives a custom ticket portal and marketing toolkit, offering affordable tickets starting at $28, and a $5 contribution goes back to the organization for every ticket purchased.
That's pretty solid. That's pretty good.
Yeah, let like these organizations and like school teams and whatnot sell the tickets for them, and like make a little money for them on top of it.
Which is brilliant. I mean, it's always hard to, hey, mom, hey, I'm selling. Can you buy one of these? You know what I mean? This is actually
we did like bread when I was doing that.
We used to sell these little cards that had like coupons on them, like little things, and like you.
Oh yeah,
like a punch card or whatever the hell it was called. So,
no, this is a good thing to sell. This is something I would buy.
Yeah.
On top of that, each Defender's home game will showcase one featured community partner aligned with the game theme. These featured partners will not only have access to community ticket program and fundraising benefits, but also in-stadium fundraising, sideline feature, and email marketing exposure. Featured partners will be announced in advance of each Defender's home game. Awesome.
Home run.
Love that. Shout out Memphis for doing what they're doing. Shout out DC. I feel like DC has kind of been on the right side of UFL markets since 2020. Like they've been doing it right since jump.
Yeah.
And now also the UFL initiated their own thing, the FAST program, the FAST program. FAST stands for Football Advancement Through Sports Technology. I'm gonna get ahead of it. It should be FAST. I hate acronyms that don't include every word in the acronym.
So kind of like for weightlifters, CPR is, what is it? Chin-ups, press, and rows.
Well, chin-ups is like one thing.
Yeah, but CPR.
Yeah, that works. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Like this one needs some work. It needs some work. So basically, what is it? It's more innovation, more technology. The UFL and these leagues, like one of the benefits and one of the things that spring football like puts itself on a pedestal for is the innovation. Mm-hmm. This season, I think they're really focusing on like doing things at the Renegade Stadium, just because they want to be working from like the main office and they want to do things from there. So a lot of these will probably be done for Renegades home games, but they're the big one, new camera for the players right here on the chest.
So like a cop camera?
Yeah, so they did it with the refs last year. It was kind of cool, but now you get it from the players' perspective, which I'm all for. I'm sure what Eric is here for is the computer vision and contextual tracking skill corner. So it's just more, they're just doing a whole bunch more to like track stats, data, everything that you could want.
Yeah.
And then there's more stuff with the ball tracking, which the UFL's been on top of every time. I think this is cool. They're going to announce more stuff as the season goes on. One suggestion I have, at least for the camera perspective, this doesn't have to do with FAST, but something I want to see, and I know some OG USFL fans want to see. Mm-hmm. For some USFL home games, especially Birmingham, bring back the drones. Those were fun and dumb. Bring back the drone cam.
You like the drone cam?
I liked it for kickoffs. I didn't like it for everything, but I liked it for kickoffs.
Jim was pro.
I was pro drone. What do you think about Fast, Eric?
I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's good. I think you're right. I think it does. The name needs to a little bit work, but I like it though.
I think it's a good move. I think we said it last year that the UFL was one of the better leagues that we followed for like tracking stats because we've harped on the CFL for how hard it is to find things. Eric hasn't, but I've harped on like the IFL and AF1 for like how hard it is to find stats for them.
Yeah.
UFL last year was crisp.
Very crisp.
Very easy.
Very, very crisp.
Any other? Have you, Eric, just this week? Any rumblings? Anything in the eTop 2-1 sports sphere? Has the UFL popped up at all?
No, it's been strictly basketball and people yelling at me for losing bets.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Bobby Thomas, can Rutgers make it 3?
Probably not, dude, because every team that I've bet on the last 3 days has just turned to Philip Seymour Hoffmore in the long game caller.
Brutal. Moving on to arena football, we start with the AF1. Taking a look back at week 0, the single game from week 0, we had the Southwest Kansas Storm hosting the Nashville Cats. The Storm won at 40-26. It was a decent game. Like, it wasn't a huge blowout until the end. Cats were doing a weird, like, 2 QB thing. I think they just need to roll with 1. Kind of, like, figure out what they got.
I hate that.
I hate it, too.
I feel like if you have two QBs going, you only have 1 QB.
They did play with heart. They did play with fire, so I like seeing that.
I guess my question with you is, how did the game look? You know what I mean? Because of the changes and everything with teams dropping out and everything.
It was okay.
Like how crisp do the teams look?
Everything, like the team's obviously a little bit of a slow start just because, like, similar to the UFL, like quick training camp, getting these guys in. My take going forward is I think the teams that do remain are the teams that have the strongest foundation. So you're not going to see like the sloppiness we saw from AFL last year. The venue looked great. The broadcast was fantastic. The play was really good. And I think that's what we're going to see. I mean, shout out the Nashville Cats. They were like not supposed to play until Sunday or Monday. They weren't supposed to play until Monday at a different venue. And then when that team like cancels everything, they move it forward.
I mean, I just think it's crazy that this was able to get pulled off. I mean, you gotta say props to them, dude.
Props to them. The shout out Evergreen Now. The broadcast was clean. It was good. I think when I was watching, it had about 300 people in there.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty good. It was free. Hey, biggest thing, free, easy, good. And no, I had 0 buffering issues.
0 buffering?
0 buffering issues.
Do you think there could be more if this gets popular enough?
I mean, more what? More like potential
buffering issues.
I mean, potentially. I don't know how many people like a new streaming. Like,
what's the thresh? You know
I don't know what like the typical traffic is on Evergreen Now. It's a fairly new like streaming service. So, hey, fingers crossed, if we can get to like the thousands, that'd be awesome, and then maybe see. But I don't know. But it was very fun, and also I found out because I've been like all over the place with football and everything. I didn't realize the league's partnered with Real American Beer, which is Hulk Hogan's beer.
Have you had that before? I haven't.
I have not either. I think you have to order it online.
He did an appearance up by me. I had no idea he did it. Like,
there was a very hilarious thing. So the day before the game, you got to see a sit down between Jeff Fisher and Hulk Hogan.
Shut up.
Yeah, because Jeff Fisher is like the commissioner of the AF1.
How'd that go?
I didn't have a sit down with him. That you got to see it.
No. How did it go watching it?
It was very funny. Like there was a little bit of an audio issue, but it was like very funny.
Funny, or was it funny or funny awkward?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both, I'd say. I enjoyed it.
Right.
I quite enjoyed it myself.
Right.
Other AF1 news, the Orlando Predators have been fined $1.2 million for their ditching of the season.
Will they pay it?
They're going to probably try and fight it.
You know what I mean? Because, like, reality, like, they ditched the season. Are they going to be welcomed back?
No, no shot. No. Not with that ownership.
So then why fucking pay it?
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's a whole contract dispute thing. So maybe like the AF1, I think, is trying to take him to court.
Yeah.
So that'll be like a whole
Was
deal
it
that
still ever announced like why the fuck they did this?
I've only seen like some like speculation that they were trying to sell the team, but based on some things they were going to try and sell the team and then not play the season. I don't know. I really don't know. But so Arizona Bandits also dropped out of the league, which people had seen coming for like weeks now because the Bandits never ever announced a stadium. But the two teams that have dropped out, the Bandits and the Predators, the ownership was like trying to say they were doing things like the Predators were like, we're gonna do our own streams, we're gonna like do this stuff at the venue. Bandits were gonna like build a stadium for an indoor football league team, like an AF1 team. Like they were trying to do too much.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to bite them in the butt, they dip out and they blame the league. Don't like seeing it.
I mean, it's just a bad look all around.
It's a very bad look, but I don't think, because remember last year when we talked about the AFL, and like how shitty some of their like venues were and how some of the bad stuff looked.
Mm-hmm.
This is different. This isn't on the league. This is on these individual owners, and it sucks. It sucks for the players and the coaches who get fucked by this because you're like days away from playing a game and making some money, and you get the rug pulled out from you.
Which is brutal. It
sucks. Let's make some money asking, didn't AB own an arena football team? I think he owned one in, was it the NAL or something like that? I forget which.
Something. I have no idea what he owned.
He owned a team in Montreal.
And didn't it just go to shit?
It went to shit like immediately.
I thought it was Albany.
Antonio Brown Arena Football. You might be right. What, did he own the Firebirds? Yeah, it was Albany. He owned the Firebirds before they went into AF1.
Look at me knowing my shit.
Look at you. Look at Uncle Rico here.
Uncle Rico knowing his shit.
Now we got some game. We got 3 games coming up for week 1, Eric, the official week 1. No lines out yet, but stuff moves around a lot early on this season, so I kind of understand it. But Better Edge, get on your shit. You better have these up soon.
Yeah.
Saturday, Billings versus Oregon. The Billings Outlaws versus the Oregon Lightning. I'm going to say Billings probably favored by like 10.
I'll take Oregon. I'm going to take every home team.
Home's probably the way to do it. Salina Liberty at the Corpus Christi Tritons. Corpus Christi was supposed to play week 1. This is their home opener now.
I'll take Corpus.
I'm going to take Salina here in this matchup. And then the Southwest Kansas Storm head up to Washington to go against the Wolfpack. The Storm did get the advantage of being like they played week 0.
No, I think the Wolfpack have the advantage because they have tape.
Oh, fair point.
So I'll take the Wolfpack in the house.
Wow, the Storm looked good. They got a good defense. I'm going to go the under in that game regardless, and then I'm going to go with the Storm.
All right.
So Eric is going with the Lightning, the Tritons, and the Wolfpack. Me is going with the Outlaws, Liberty, and the Storm.
Okay. I like it.
Can't wait till we get some lines out. Arena Jim's going to have a field day with that. Now, to the controversy, Eric. The Indoor Football League. The IFL has launched a new service called the IFL Network, which is a partnership with Visaic or whatever, which is an AI-enabled fan engagement platform for sports entertainment. Right off the bat there, I see the 2 letters. I see AI. I dislike.
Yep, I agree.
Unless you're using AI to like analyze stats or like collect data, hate it for like any entertainment stuff.
I agree 155%.
So now they're behind a paywall. You can get a season pass for $29.99, which gives you full access to the 2025 regular season.
And you'll probably have to play more for the postseason.
Probably have to pay extra for the postseason, or maybe they'll like. I'm gonna be an optimist here and hope that means their postseason is all on like something, because they do have like I think last year they had their championship game on CBS Sports Network.
Okay.
So maybe their postseason will be all on something like that, or you get a monthly pass for $9.99. Each one comes with a 30-day free trial. The league is roughly 5 months long, so if you do want to pay for it, there is value in the season pass. Other things included with the IFL network, you get every regular season matchup available anytime, anywhere, on any screen. There is an app, so I think you can get it straight to your phone. Live DVR, live chat. You can clip, share, and download highlights. Guess what? They were posting their stuff to Twitch and YouTube before, and you could do all that stuff on YouTube and Twitch. Like, they were just doing live streams on YouTube, and the quality. Maybe I'll say this: the quality last year in the IFL for like watching some streams, some of them were straight garbage. So maybe this does like it sets a bare minimum across the board of competency. I don't like the going behind a paywall.
I think it's idiotic. I think it's just a money grab. I think they're just trying to make money, which I get. It's a business. You want to make money. Yeah, I understand and everything. But on the flip side, you got to get people to watch it. And is that going to help or hurt people watching it, charging this much money? It's going to be interesting to see at the end of the year, excuse me, how many people actually pay that. Over, under 100. God,
Over.
sorry.
I'd say over. There's enough teams in the IFL, and there's probably some hardcore fans. If I was like, if I owned a bar in a town that had a team, I might pay for it just for the bar and show all the games at the bar.
Okay, so what are the teams here? Like,
Okay,
IFL. Give me the IFL teams.
I'll go through them right now with you, Eric, because there's a decent amount.
All right.
I think this is like the third time we've done this, but I'm gonna be okay with that.
I'm sorry.
No. It's okay. You have the. We're gonna go alphabetical order here. You have the Arizona Rattlers.
All right, we're at. Well, they're going to be competing with the Diamondbacks, who are
Shout out to
pretty
Dormady.
good. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people in Arizona actually like the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks are successful for. You know what I mean? And what if you own a bar? What is going to be easier for you and cheaper for you to pay for the MLB package, where you can have games every single day? You know, and how many people in Arizona are going to come in and say, "Hey, I'm here to watch the IFL."
That's true. The Bay Area Panthers.
So is that like Tampa Bay, or are we talking like the California?
Like Oakland.
San Francisco Giants, dude.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Fisher's Freight, which is in Indianapolis.
The Fever, Caitlin Clark.
There you go. The Green Bay Blizzard.
There is nothing going on in Green Bay. Nothing
So
going on.
that's where you would do it. That's where you would
Well,
do
no,
it.
actually, no, Milwaukee's right there. So people want to watch the Brewers game and the Bucks in the playoffs.
The Iowa Barnstormers.
You know what, dude? There's nothing in Iowa.
Yeah, it's in Des Moines.
All right, so Iowa's one. I'm making a list.
Jacksonville Sharks.
Jacksonville. Yeah. I mean, I don't think any of those Florida teams are going to draw anything, so I'll put Jacksonville down.
The Massachusetts Pirates.
Red Sox, no dice.
Northern Arizona Wranglers.
Same thing with Arizona.
The Quad City Steamwheelers, which is in Moline, Illinois.
Cubs are supposed to be good this year. Actually, I don't know if the Cubs stuff spreads out past Chicago. I'll give you Moline.
San Antonio Gunslingers.
Oh my God, Rangers are supposed to be good this year. So
Also the Brahmas.
okay.
Also the Brahmas for a good
Oh yeah,
season.
Brahmas. Okay.
San Diego Strike Force.
Padres.
Tucson Sugar Skulls.
Same thing as Arizona.
Just to let you know, there are 3 teams in Arizona.
Okay, we can just skip over the Arizona team.
That's kind of crazy. I forgot there are 3 teams in Arizona. No wonder the Arizona team for the AF1 didn't work out. A 4th team in Arizona.
Yeah, makes 0 sense.
The Tulsa Oilers.
Okay, I'll give you that one, Tulsa.
And the Vegas Nighthawks.
Vegas is tough, dude. Like,
I think this is something. I think with how an XFL or like UFL team didn't work in Vegas, I think an IFL team can because they like it's so much cheaper. It's like a very cheap, fun thing to do in Vegas. Like it's not expensive.
But if you're in Vegas, are you going to want to go to the IFL? Are you going to want to go to a show, casino? You know what I mean? Like,
No, you're asking the wrong guy. I want to go to an IFL game.
you're in the minority.
Yeah, I want to go to an IFL game.
And, but I mean, I guess my thing is like you really look at it for the cities you mentioned. I can only see people in really Iowa, Jacksonville, Moline, and Tulsa doing this.
Well, the thing is, and I don't know how true this is. I'm stupid when it comes to math and numbers. I feel like so we talk about like the UFL. The big money maker is the viewership. It's not. It's not like the fans in person. That's definitely a boost. That's definitely a bonus. I feel like with something like the IFL, that's not true. Like the fan being at the games is huge.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Because not nearly as many people are watching like online or whatever. And when they are, maybe if you get thousands of people to sign up for your service for $30,
I doubt they're gonna get thousands.
then it's worth it. Like I'm trying to like say, then it might be worth it. You need people in there, and maybe this does draw fans to like come to your games more often. But you're getting no one outside of your like little like outside of those communities.
Okay. I don't know. I think this streaming thing is just they're trying to create money, and I think at the end of the day, is it creating money or is it driving people away?
I think they used to be pay to watch. I don't know when they went free to view. I also just hate that like they deleted all their stuff on YouTube, their entire library.
I think that's
their backlog.
I think that's nothing but class right there. I would have done the same thing. Fuck all you people.
If Eric's like got a Netflix partnership,
yeah, everything just deleted. Fuck everybody.
I don't know. I mean, obviously we don't know if it's deleted or just like privated or hidden,
Archived.
Yeah, archived. But I don't like it. And I feel like you're getting none of the benefits that you got from just being able to view it on YouTube. And now you're paying for the same product. The only thing that could be benefited here, in my view, is if the quality of the stream goes up.
Yeah.
Because there were some streams that were literally unwatchable last year.
Okay. I'll be honest, I never watched it. So
I know you didn't. But there were some that were literally unwatchable. With like buffering issues, no commentary, something just like awful. Some were just awful. It was all up to like the venue itself.
Okay.
But now, Eric, it's a happy time. We're here for the segment. While everyone's here, we're coming up with mascots for the UFL team. So 3 teams have mascots already. Eric, can you name them? I put them in the notes.
Do you want me to look or?
Don't look.
I'm gonna say Birmingham.
Birmingham Stallions. They have Stanley the Stallion.
Birmingham, Arlington, and Michigan.
Arlington does not have one.
Okay. Michigan.
Michigan Panthers do have one. It's Pablo the Panther.
Okay.
The other one is the Memphis Showboats. They have Skipper the Dog. Remember, folks, the USFL had mascots, and we got to name them all. Because remember, they were like posting those out. Rest in peace, Blob. Rest in peace, Blob. But so we have the Birmingham Stallions, Memphis Showboats, and Michigan Panthers already have mascots. We had to come up with a mascot for the remaining 5 teams, starting with the Arlington Renegades. They have like a whole bandito thing going on. I would say a biker. Like they seem to be rolling with like a whole biker image, like an outlaw biker image.
Okay.
If you get like a guy dressed up like a Hell's Angel with a Arlington Renegades patch on his leather jacket, he tries to like fight mascots.
So that would be it.
Oh, do you have any ideas? Like, lay them out, baby. Spitball, come on. Use that creative brain, Eric.
Actually, your idea is kind of good. Call him
I
Rowdy the Renegade.
I like it. Rowdy Renegade. Just like you could just kind of like just copy Roddy Piper. But just
Exactly.
I like
Like
it.
he could like carry around like a wanted poster.
Oh, love it. Love it.
He has like the other teams thing.
Yep. He could be leading like the motorcycles when they drive in the stadium to,
And
to
then
open
like
the game.
if they win, he like plants the Renegade flag in the middle of the field. Okay. All right.
Okay. So we're gonna call him Rowdy Renegade, or was that the name?
Yeah. Rowdy Renegade or something.
Rowdy the Renegade. I like Rowdy the Renegade. The DC Defenders. So the unofficial mascot's the beer snake. Do you?
All right, hear me out.
Okay, lay it on me.
Hear me out. Obviously, with the name, I think you should go with somebody like in metal.
Like
Name
a
him
knight?
Titan. Yeah. Name him like
Well,
Titan or
they
something.
have the shield logo, so that works.
Yeah. Yeah, like something like that, like a knight has the chest plate going, a sword, a shield.
I like what I'm hearing. So sort of like the Vegas Knight, but like
Yeah.
red, white. He's got the lightning
Yeah.
bolts there on the shield. What's the name?
Titan. I don't know.
Titan.
David the Defender.
You know what? Dave the Defender works. Because I'm cool with the dumber the name is like the better. The Roughnecks. So I got the whole Oiler like look. Should just be like a fucking duck covered in oil.
No. Okay.
Hank Hill.
How about this? Just a guy, jeans, a wife beater, a bandana, and he just is carrying around a wrench.
His name's Greg. Greg with 2 G's.
Chad spelled Khaad.
Oh, okay. We'll go Chad spelled KH. What was that?
Khaad.
That's Chad? I like. Okay. I'm gonna also add pronounced Chad, because I'm gonna forget that. Okay. San Antonio Brahmas. It should just be The Rock, right?
Yeah. Or you get
or like a guy,
what about a bull?
just a straight bull,
Yeah.
like a live mascot situation.
Yeah, like a live mascot.
Oh, bull live mascot. I love it. What's his name?
Toro.
Toro. I dig it. And then the St. Louis Battlehawks. Should it be okay? I think I have it.
Just a hawk. A hawk with blue paint on him.
That would be air. Imagine this, but blue. This, but blue.
That works for me, Jim.
So, for those of you, if you're just listening, it's the guys from It's Always Sunny when they wanted to dress up as they tried to do American Eagles. I think that's the move. Is you just kind of like dress a guy, paint him blue man group situation, strap some feathers to him and a wig and like a bird head on top. And what's his name? What's the name for the Battlehawks?
Tony.
Okay. No, Tony's not bad. I'm trying to come up with one.
Bill the Battlehawk.
Not bad.
Bert the Battlehawk.
Yeah, well, I like Bert.
Bert.
Bert the Battlehawk. I'm also thinking maybe like a Harvey Birdman attorney at law situation. I don't know if you've seen that show, Eric, but
I am not.
that would be sick.
I kind of like Bud.
Bud the Battlehawk, let's do it.
Bud.
Bud
Remember
the Battlehawk.
Cosby show? Bud.
Dude, it's still Lewis.
Huh?
Still Lewis would be okay.
Huh?
I'd be down. This is all just like a ploy for me to say bring back Blob. I think Blob should be the mascot of the entire league myself.
Just blah.
Blob. From
Blob.
like, you remember the Stars? Yeah. Just bring back Blob and just make him the face of the league.
Yeah. I like it.
And I just want that to happen. Eric, any parting thoughts? Any little pieces of wisdom for the people?
No, I'm excited for some football to start. It's only gonna be a couple more weeks.
2 weeks from Friday.
Yep, 2 weeks from Friday. Fortunately, I won't be here for the first little live streams that you're doing, but I'll be there for future ones, my friend.
The live streams will be fun. We're gonna bring back a bunch of rules. I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff for them. Team previews will be coming. Like, I'm gonna be putting in a lot of work. I still have to do my UFL City expansion video, and then team previews plus a season preview plus week one. There's a lot coming on.
Yep.
A lot in the works. Make sure you tune in Saturday, by the way. Gym Rats coming up big. Last real show of the season for the regular season. And then Sunday for Selection Sunday, baby.
Yep, right after Selection Sunday, we'll follow the bracket. Give our thoughts. I mean, I'm full transparency. I'm in basketball mode right now to the fullest. So, I'm excited for basketball, and then we roll right into spring football. And, I'm excited to make some money and watch a little ball.
It's a beautiful time to be a fan. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. Follow that man at eTop21 Sports. Follow me at XFL Gym. Go to Royal Retros. Use promo code SPRINGFEVER, all one word, all caps, for 10% off at checkout. And we will see you next time for another episode of Spring